Good afternoon, students. Today, we are going to talk about comparing fractions. Now, how do we compare fractions with the same denominator? All you need to do, or all you need to focus on, will be the numerator. Okay, so let's take a look at the example here. We have here 3/5 and 1/5. Now, you see here, guys, they have the same denominator. So all you need to do is to focus on the numerator. Now, the fraction that has the greater numerator will be the greater fraction. So in here, 3 is greater than 1. Therefore, 3/5 is greater than 1/5. Okay? Now, how do we compare fractions with the same numerator? Okay, so it's the opposite, class. So, greater fraction has the lesser denominator. Now, since they have the same numerator, all you need to do is to focus on the denominator. And in here, we have here 3/4. We also have here 3/8. Now let's try to focus on the denominator. We have here 4 and 8. And we said that the greater fraction has the lesser denominator. So 4 is lesser than 8, meaning 3/4 is greater than 3/8. Because 3/4 has a lesser denominator. Okay? Now, the third one, guys, is a bit complicated. So how are we going to compare different numerators and denominators? Now, there are two ways. Okay? Let's take a look at the example number 1 here. So we have 5/12, and we also have here 1/3. Now, if we are going to compare this one, we have to make sure that they have the same denominator first. So we can actually multiply one fraction with the same number in order for us to have the same denominator with the other fraction that we have in here. Okay, so we have here 1/3. I chose 4 because if we are going to multiply 3 by 4, then the answer will be 12, which is the same with what we have here. And we can actually multiply this one by the same number because we said before that any number that will be multiplied by 1, it will be the same number. And we said that fractions that have the same numerator and denominator is also equal to 1. Okay, so 4/4 is equal to 1. It's the same number. Now we have here 4/12. Okay, so we have here 5/12. Okay, let's get this. 5/12 and 4/12. Now let's go back to the same, or to the first rule. If they have the same denominator, all we need to do is to compare the numerator. The numerator with the greater fraction, or the numerator which is greater, it will be the greater fraction. So 5/12 is greater than 4/12 or 1/3. Okay? Now, another way will be this one. So, we can actually multiply both fractions with a different number in order for us to get the same denominator. So, for example, we have here 2/3, and we also have here 3/4. So, these are small numbers, right? So let's try to focus on this. So 2/3. Now I chose 4. Okay, 4/4. So if I'm going to multiply 2 by 4, the answer will be 8. And 3 multiplied by 4, the answer will be 12. Okay, so I already got this number. Now next, I'm going to think of a number that will be multiplied by the next fraction in order for me to get the same denominator, which is 12. Okay, so I have here 3 over 4. Now I choose 3 over 3 because if I am going to multiply 3 by 4, the answer will be 12, which is the same with the first fraction that we multiplied. So we have here 3 multiplied by 3, the answer is 9, and 4 multiplied by 3, the answer is 12. So I got 9 over 12. And like what we said, okay, if we are going to compare fraction with the same denominator, all we need to do is to focus on the numerator. So 8 is actually lesser than 9. Okay, so 9 is greater, which is 3 over 4. So meaning 9 over 12 is greater than 8 over 12, or 3/4 is greater than 2 over 3. Okay, so that's how we compare fractions with different numerators and denominators. Now, for you to understand more, guys, I'm going to post a presentation on our platform, and I'm going to post some worksheets as well for you to answer. Thank you for listening, and you have a good day.